Circling back to our top story, easing trade tensions between the world's two biggest economies, giving relief to investors with stocks spiking higher overnight on Wall Street.
President Trump says he will likely speak with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping in the coming days. The breakthrough follows direct weekend talks between both sides in Geneva, resulting in both slashing tit-for-tat duties for 90 days by 115 percentage points. U.S. tariffs on Chinese goods will now be 30% from tomorrow, while Chinese duties on U.S. imports will be 10%.
President Trump has hailed the outcome, a total reset in relations. China also hailed the deal, which is saying it would inject more certainty and stability into the global economy. All right, for more on the trade talks between the U.S. and China, let's speak now with Deborah Elms, head of trade policy at the Heinrich Foundation. Deborah, thank you very much for joining us. So we understand that both the U.S. and China are presenting this as a win on their own terms. But is it fair to say both sides got what they needed, or is one clearly walking away with more leverage than the other?
I think it's in some ways it's too early to tell. This is a pause, remember. This is not the end of this discussion. This is a pause for 90 days on cripplingly high tariff rates in both directions, first imposed by the United States and then retaliated against by the Chinese. So what we've done is we've gone back not all the way to where we were in January, but closer to where we were on Liberation Day on April 2nd. So I think it's still too early to say who actually received the better hand out of this, because at the moment, we don't know what the final terms will look like.
Deborah, I'm not sure if you agree, but some say China was the one that blinked because of worsening economic data that was coming in, factory and jobs, for example, alongside current challenges faced by its economy. And we know consumption has been weak. Its real estate market has been in trouble for some time.
Yes, but you could make almost the same arguments about the United States, honestly, which is that the damage to the U.S. economy, even in the last 6 weeks of this period since Liberation Day, has resulted in the crashing level of ships arriving on U.S. soil, canceled orders, rising bankruptcies, incredible distress, actually, among a lot of the smaller businesses, economic pain for U.S. consumers, because all of these tariffs are ultimately passed along to U.S. consumers and their buying has shrunk. So I think it's hard to me to declare a winner at this point. I think we have two losers. And the question is who lost the least? And that's not really where you want to be, I would suggest, if you were, waking up this morning as the leader of either country.